One of my first real jobs, as in, oh, I'm getting a paycheck for doing this, was at Wilson's Town and Country Restaurant in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that not only served good food, but ginormous amounts of food. And I remember being pulled aside by, one of those veteran waitresses. Let's just call her Diane. And I was bussing tables, and she said, "What's your system?" I said, "Well, I take plates off the table and get them to the kitchen to be washed." She goes, No. You have to have a system. And I remember very clearly she said, "I don't care if you're President of the United States or bussing tables, you've got to have a system." And she was right. Personal systems allow us to be more organized. They allow us to prioritize with greater ease. They allow us to do work more efficiently. And yet there can be some traps involved with systems. So here's a few thoughts on the development of our own systems. First of all, a system has to be something that works for us, that is adaptable to our own personalities and skill sets. All too often people go, "You've got to do this and this and this and this in this particular order," but it may not work for us, and so consequently it's not going to be successful. We have to think about what really works for us, motivates us, and keeps us going. And to that end, let's remember this. Systems are there to serve people. We are not there to serve the system. And all too often we get that confused. Even if we start out with the greatest intent that it's a very personal system, it can be sometimes really easy that system just kind of starts to take over and we lose our own control of our destiny. We lose our flexibility. Systems are there to serve people. And systems should be flexible. There may be instances where the system isn't quite working and you need to tweak it so that it serves you and what you're trying to accomplish with greater efficacy. Because systems should be personal, I'm not being prescriptive here. I'm just describing one of my systems, this clipboard. I bought it on my first ever business trip a decade or two or more ago at the Crate and Barrel on Michigan Avenue in Chicago. The Crate and Barrel is no longer there. The system is. And it serves me well because if I'm on a phone call, I can quickly scribble a note to myself that I have to do something. Or if I'm in conversation with someone, I write one or two words, and then of course I cross it off as it's done. And then there was a time where my system was failing me because it no longer served me well. You see, I made it a practice that at the end of every day I would tear off the sheets of paper, start a new list with all the things I had not done, so I could start fresh the next day. But what I found out is that wasn't a very good use of my time. So instead, I went to refreshing the list on a weekly basis. And again, then the system with its flexibility served me well. So, of course, the veteran waitress at Wilson's Town and Country was absolutely right. For all of us, you gotta have a system. If you like this, hit that like button, please share and subscribe. I offer individual coaching on career growth and leadership development, new leader mentorship, and workplace satisfaction, as well as consulting on strategy and change of culture and team performance. If you're interested, my info is in the description below. Thanks.